Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another 10 Car Tuesday episode, and we got some cool Johnny Lightning to show you in this one. Starting with this 1987 Chevy Monte Carlo Ss. This is on the little short card Johnny Lightnings, 2009 Learning Curve brands. Release 4. There's a bunch of releases in there. The first 3 castings actually we're going to look at are this casting. This is definitely an interesting Monte Carlo. What do they call that back? It's like the arrow back or something like that. I don't remember what they called it. It's a weird window where it's not, you know, the back doesn't go like that. It's like a fastback version of it almost. It escapes me what they call it. But they did release this casting somewhat recently in the last couple of years. And here is this first one. So this first one is sans hood. No hood. You can see the motor in there. The motor's metal. I didn't think it was going to be metal. Yeah, it's metal. The motor's metal. The base is plastic. The wheels are plastic. 1987 Chevy Monte. Wheels plastic, but the wheels are decent, I guess, for this car. It's kind of cool. You get details up front, of course. You get details in the back, like you would typically with Johnny Lightning. This one rolls like crazy. This thing would probably actually be fast downhill. So there's that one, and then the next one is it in white. 2009 Learning Curve. Focused a little bit here. Go ahead and take the white one out. So this one's exactly the same, just like a recolor of it. Get it white with the red stripe. So this one is also missing the hood, metal motor. Nice amount of detail there. Looks pretty good. Monte Carlo Ss. So there is car number 1 and number 2, and then number 3 is the same one, but this one has a hood, and it's kind of a maroon color. And this one is copyright date 2010, so it's a little bit later release of it, but still on the same sort of like little red card Johnny Lightning. They did some of the coolest cars on these little red cards, by the way. Some of them had plastic bases and stuff and still have the rubber tires, but who cares really about the base being plastic or metal? I really don't. If it's plastic and it's got rubber tires, it really doesn't matter. This has plastic tires, of course, but they're still pretty decent plastic tires. So this one, I think, does it have an opening hood? Or does it not actually open? It's like the easiest way usually. Oh, I just saw it pop open. To get them open without having to pry. Okay, so there you go. Here it is. It's the same tooling, but the motor is plastic on this one, not metal. And it's got a hood. Well, I guess I prefer it with the hood in the plastic motor. It looks a little bit better. Still, all 3 of these, though, are pretty cool models. Those are pretty cool Johnny Lightnings. So, glad to add those to the collection. I think I have a modern release of this casting somewhere in my collection, maybe 2 of them. I think they came out with a white and a black one already. But this maroon one is actually really cool, I think. So, that's pretty awesome. Alright, so there's those 3. Next up, let's do the other one I've got on these little red cards. So, this is a 1966 Pontiac Gto. I think a lot of the rest of these are going to be GTOs. Yeah, I think almost all of the rest of these are going to be some sort of GTO. So this is the 66 casting. It's a pretty nice casting. Copyright date on the back of this one is 2009. It's from release 2. Pops nice right open. Alright, so this is another plastic base. Metal body, opening hood, plastic molded separate piece engine in there. I like the wheels on this one. They're plastic, but again, they look pretty good. Johnny Lightning does some of the best plastic wheels that you're going to get anywhere. The color's great. Nice silver. Nice detail on the front there. Nice detail on the back as well. Nothing to complain about on this one. I think it actually looks really good with the chrome-lipped black rims and the silver paint. I think that's a pretty sharp-looking car, if you ask me. Yeah, that one's a winner. That one might be my favorite so far. I think it is. Let's see here. Here's another one of that same casting, I think. Yep, 66 Pontiac GTO. So this is in the Hot Rod magazine series. And this one, where's the date? 2003, playing Mantis. This one comes with a little card of magazine cover, which I'm guessing is the magazine, obviously, that this car, the real car, was featured on. And here it is. It looks pretty good. I don't really like these wheels. It's some of my least favorite Johnny Lightning wheels. They do look better in silver, though, than they do in chrome. This one, however, it does have a metal base. So metal body, metal base, blue interior, nice color blue, metallic blue, opening hood. A little bit more detail under there. You actually get a painted engine. A little bit more detail. Oh, they must have a difference in the tooling. These are the same car, though, right? This one's 66, and this one is also, this one is 67. Okay, so there is a slight difference. I think these are the same family of toolings, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to... The Johnny Lightning did so many GTO toolings. It's crazy. But I think these are classified as the same tooling that just spans a couple of years. Or maybe not. No, they are different. The back window's different, too. See, and I like GTOs, but I am not like a GTO aficionado where I could just, like, tell you all the differences between each model year. But, yeah, I guess there's some subtle differences here. So I guess they're really not the same tooling. Or at least, look at the motors ones. Yeah, the motors are different. Okay, interesting. Both very nice. Very nice cars. Let's see here. Do I have another one of that similar tooling? I do, it looks like. Okay, this one I need a scissors for. This is the Calendar Cars Carly. This one is a 1966 Pontiac GTO. So what did I say? One of these is a 67, right? One of them was a 66, and the other one was... Oh, they're both 66. What am I thinking? They do look different, though. Oh, see, this is weird. Hang on, I just noticed this. That says 67 on the base, and then the printing, you can focus, says 1966 Pontiac GTO. Okay, so yeah, the tooling's just meant to cover a bunch of years, and then it has some slight variations, which is normal for Johnny Lightning to have done that. Let's go ahead and cut open this packaging. Apologize, I didn't pre-cut it. Let's see here. There's the car, and here is the babe, Carly, and that thing stands up for July. Hey, it's the month we're in. Isn't that fantastic? It's one day off, though. July 4th. It was on a Friday, whatever year this came out. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, so there's this guy. So another variation of this tooling. So similar to what we had going on with the Monte Carlo, this is like the spoilers tooling, which doesn't have the hood, but instead of the hood, you get a metal engine. Okay, So 1966 Pontiac GTO is what you've got there. And let's take a look at the difference. So here's the other taillights. So these taillights match those in the tooling, and they differ from that one. Looks like even a different base. That's cool, kind of. And then the window's different on this one too. The back window is kind of shaped a little different. Anyway, this one's a nice little maroon color, kind of glossy maroon. This one has rubber tires, metal body. Rubber tires look pretty good on it. Yeah, it's a decent look for the car. Not too bad, not too shabby at all. Alright, so those are those three GTOs. Let's do this real quick. Here's a Firebird. 1971 Pontiac Firebird T8. And I think this one was like a Toys R Us exclusive or KB Toys exclusive or something, this color. This is not the best Firebird tooling. It's probably the weakest of all the ones that Johnny Lightning put out. This one came out, probably is old too. It came out 1999. So, pre-2K. Looks okay. There's a bunch of different variations of this car with the exact same paint scheme. This one has a metal body, metal base. It's got plastic tires. It's got no opening features at all, but it is fairly detailed, and it looks okay. And I think almost every single version of this that did come out came out with those wheels, which look okay. The overall shape of the car looks okay. It's just a little bit smaller than 1/64 scale. As a lot of Johnny Lightning stuff runs, but it looks all right. Alright, let's see here. What's next? Let's do this one. This is Holiday Muscle. Holiday Muscle Ornaments. Johnny Lightning. This is a Pontiac Gto Judge. And these came out copyright date 2000. So, interesting. Packaging is water damaged. Hopefully the car is okay. The opposing side, this one has a plastic insert on the side, so that's promising. Oh, it's got this mirrored paint that Johnny Lightning used on these cars. Yeah, it's pretty nice looking. Here's the little ornament thing. You just slide it through the roof like that. You can hang it on your tree. I'm not going to do that. And the mirrored paint looks really good. Nice green color. Kind of aqua green color, depending on the light you're looking at. This is very cool lighting, so it probably looks pretty aqua colored. Kind of a chromed base for this 1971 Pontiac Gto Judge. It's got rubber Goodyear tires. Look pretty good. Black interior. The hood does open on these, I believe. Yeah. And there it is. It doesn't want to open very much, and I don't want to force it, but it's got quite a bit of detail under there. This paint kind of reminds me of the cool classics, or not cool classics, the standard classics from Hot Wheels like style paint, except that the casting is like a mirrored, like chromed mirror underneath it. Almost like an RLC car type of paint, but not quite as nice. But it does look pretty good. Definitely looks pretty good. There's a lot of different cars that Johnny Lightning used for the holiday series, and I think they all had this style of paint. Not all this color, of course, but different colors. There was, you know, pinks and blues and reds and all sorts of stuff. So, and just straight up chrome. That's a pretty decent looking little model. Let's see here. We got two left. The next we'll do is this one right here. Here's another Pontiac Gto Judge, 1969 Pontiac Gto Judge in Warwick Blue Poly, limited 1 of 3,500. So this is a new one, class of 69 or newer, Muscle Cars USA, 2018 release 5. So this is a new style Johnny Lightning, as run by Round 2. And here, this guy is very, very nicely done. Good detail on this older tooling. Tooling's been around for, I think, quite a while. Let's see if we can find a copyright date. 2003, Playing Mantis. Firestone tires. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Hood opens on this one too. It really doesn't want to, so I'm not going to force it any further than that. It's got like a chromed engine. It's kind of neat. Or anodized look almost. Tires need a little fitting, which I can play with off camera and hopefully get to look a little bit better. If you want to take pictures of it, you want to get that to look better. Blue interior. And a pretty decent looking car. Alright, so there's that. And then lastly, this is one of the coolest Johnny Lightning Pontiac castings. This is the 73 Pontiac GTO, which is definitely not like a fan favorite car when it comes to GTOs. But I don't know. I think it's got character, and I like it actually quite a bit. This is from High Performance Pontiac series, which came out in 2004, at least as the copyright date says. There's a little card. A little fun little card. And then here is the model. Now, Johnny Lightning has also released one of these. Has used this tooling in the modern era here. And it's a really nice one. This one looks really good. White interior, nice blue poly paint job, nice details on the back, nice details on the front of the car. It's just an interesting looking car. I like it. I just like the way this thing looks. Big triangle on the hood. There you go, there's the opening hood. Decent tires, one of the best wheels that they've got for Johnny Lightnings. Copyright date 2004 on the tooling. I don't know if this 858 is a tooling number. It's very possible that they came out with over 1,000 toolings, because there's a lot of different stuff that Johnny Lightning did over the years, and different changes of hands and stuff like that. There's a lot of different cars they made. I don't think, as far as I know, under round 2, there really hasn't been any new toolings that have come out. Maybe the trailers that they use in the boats and stuff like that. Not the boats weren't even, well, I think maybe some of the boats were new toolings, but the majority of them were not. And at least the ones when they first launched, no pun intended, the boats. But I think there has been some new toolings, but I don't think there's been any new like car toolings just to come out. I like this one a lot. I think this one's awesome. So I am digging that. That's a cool car. All right, that's going to be it for this episode 10 Car Tuesday. I think actually this is my favorite. And if I had to pick a second favorite, it's going to be this guy. And let's see. If I had to pick a third, why not? It's going to be this one. So, all right. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you guys very much for watching another 10 Car Tuesday episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that excellent stuff. And have yourself a great day. All right? Thank you.